Recipe here. Let's make the banana burger from Donkey Kong Bananza. This is a banana burger. The banana burger can be found on the feast layer in Donkey Kong Bananza. It's the signature product of the Fried Pride factory. The players tours the factory, cleaning up muck and hitting 5 burger switches to assemble the towering burger. So we're working with looks and ingredients this time around. Starting off with ingredients, there's a sign near the first burger switch that reads, "First, its juicy patty is formed of tightly packed banana pulp. Then, we mix in big banana chunks to give that special texture. And the bananas don't stop there. Our Bun Recipe calls for banana paste. No matter where you start eating, your senses will experience an avalanche of bananas. Bananas, bananas!" We're proud to provide our guests with 10,000% of their recommended daily banana intake. Whew! For reference, the daily recommended intake of bananas for the average human is 2 to 3. For chimpanzees, it's 1 to 2. And while gorillas could eat roughly the equivalent of 210 bananas in a day, contrary to Donkey Kong, they don't really eat bananas and rather prefer the leaves and pith of the banana plant. But to scale that up for the burger in the game, since the majority of the underground residents are chimpanzees and other apes, the towering burger could contain anywhere between 200 and 21,000 bananas. Holy bananas, that's a lot of bananas. Now to scale that down for our burger, the original banana burger is roughly 200 meters tall. We're planning to have our tower be 1 foot tall, which is a ratio of 1 to 656. Which means for accuracy, we need to use anywhere between a half of a banana and 32 bananas, which is a much more reasonable amount of bananas. As for looks, the burger has a banana-shaped bun stacked with American cheese, tomatoes, bacon, lettuce, and presumably ketchup and mustard along with the banana patties. This is going to be our second burger on this channel. We're becoming burger experts. So let's use what we learned in the last video to help us this time around. So for our burger today, we'll be using 6 bananas, 2.25 pounds, that's 2¼ pound of ground beef, some bacon, some lettuce, a couple of tomatoes, mustard, ketchup, American cheese, 2 eggs, 5 cups of flour, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon instant yeast, and 2 teaspoons of salt. We'll be using the banana bread rolls recipe by Chef Precious at preciouscore.com, link in the description below. To make the banana bread rolls, we peeled 3 bananas into a medium-sized bowl and mashed them. To make them as smooth as possible, we ran them through a mesh sieve like we did for our potato bread in a previous video. Once our bananas were smooth, we brought them over to a stand mixer. We added 4 cups of flour to the stand mixer, then our 2 eggs, oil, salt, and yeast before adding our bananas. Then, we turned on the mixer and let it run until the ingredients were combined. The dough needed to be soft but not sticky, so we added a 1/5 cup of flour to get it in the right consistency. When the dough was ready, we transferred it to a greased bowl to rise for about an hour. After about an hour, I realized I had messed up. I used the same yeast from the previous video and, well, my yeast was deceased. Either the yeast was dead or I didn't awaken it properly, but the bread did not rise. We doubled down and kept going though. We separated the dough into 125 grams a roll, and I tried to add some banana details so that they'd resemble the buns in the game. I would advise cutting the design into the dough over what I did. After baking the rolls in our 300° Fahrenheit oven for 25 minutes, the details had fallen off. To try to preserve the effect for the video, I reattached them with small pieces of dried spaghetti. Spaghetti is edible, unlike toothpicks, and while this doesn't work as well in dried goods, in moist foods, the spaghetti will soften and it'll become easier to eat. Do not fear though, I warned my humans so they would not be startled by structural spaghetti. Our banana rolls were a wash, but we needed to move on to our burgers. Once again, we peel and mash 3 bananas and push them through a fine mesh sieve. We then fully incorporate our banana mush with our ground beef. Next, we'll cut up 2 more bananas into chunks and mix them into the banana beef with the help of our human, Eric. We separate the banana beef into approximately 6-ounce patties and flatten them into shape with a burger press. We ended up with 8 patties overall. I called Eric back to help fry the burgers. In an oil-coated pan, we placed 2 patties, seasoning them with salt and pepper, and letting them fry for about 6 minutes before flipping them. We then added cheese slices to the top and let them cook for another 5 minutes before setting them off to the side to cool. Be prepared for an intense smell if you try this at home. The sugar in the bananas burns a little as you fry them, and the banana causes the patties to be a bit crumbly so they fall apart a little in the pan. With our patties done, all that was left was to prepare our toppings and stack our burger. Off camera, we cut our lettuce leaves and tomato, but we got some good footage of the bacon frying since the camera was already on the stove. Since gravity is frequently against towering sandwiches, we'll be using a vertical skewer to keep our burger from toppling. On our bun, we added mustard and ketchup. Before stacking our toppings like they were in the game. The Leaning Tower of Bananza Burger is completed, and now it's time to see how it tastes.
What's up, gamers?
Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of the Start Menu. We're here today to try a new dish by our lovely chef, Moogie.
And we definitely haven't seen it yet.
Of course not. My name is Brian, and with me today is a new guest, Eric.
Yeah, I don't know what I was referred to in the previous episode because I forgot. But you've seen my hands.
So, you've seen it being created. Now let's take a look at what the final creation is. Oh, banana!
This is the banana burger from Donkey Kong Bananza.
Let's see. Let's compare what we have here to what it looks like. And I mean, aside from the bun, it's a pretty faithful recreation.
Yeah.
You're exploding with lettuce and tomato, and like you're not like, it's not like jumping platforms or anything like that, kind of like what you get in the game. But I mean, it's like, it's a stacked burger.
It's not as haphazardly placed.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm on an episode of Scooby-Doo, and been served by Scooby and Shaggy. It's definitely living little Brian's cartoon dream right here. We're definitely though not in a cartoon, and are not gonna be able to eat this off of. As you can see, it has to be. Oh, it stood on its own. I've been holding it this entire time because it was not standing on its own. But it is freestanding currently. However, we're not going to be able to eat it because, as you can see, it's got a giant metal spike running through it. So we're going to disassemble this now, and we're going to consume this.
Okay, it didn't fall over. I will take this one. Can you pass the mustard?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if mustard and ketchup go with bananas, but it's what we have. Oh, then we take our tomato.
So, having been in the house while this was being cooked, it's got a very interesting smell to
You
it.
can assemble yours.
I am gonna go without condiments on mine, and I'm gonna see if I'm also gonna go without tomato. I'm really gonna give this a chance to kind of stand on its own. I really want to find out what the banana is gonna taste like without anything adding too much to it. This, I don't know about yours. This one is dense.
Mine is also kind of dense.
So the yeast died in production.
But let's try this out.
Let's see. Very heavy on the banana.
It tastes like Ben & Jerry's banana ice cream mixed with beef.
I'm not a fan of it.
But it's not something I would order.
There's a banana texture that really hits you. The flavor, however, was there at the beginning, and then it was just kind of like burger flavor afterward.
I'm trying to find a bite that has like a full banana chunk in it. Maybe I got one with banana. But it's not as horrible as I thought it was going to be.
No, I actually really enjoying this. It's again, I agree with Eric. It's not amazing, but I was expecting this to be something that should not be consumed by people.
Ooh, got a piece of banana in there. It doesn't look like banana anymore, but it's very gelatinous. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Open this up. Oh yeah, it's definitely not super structurally sound. The banana makes the meat lose a lot of structure.
It's the other pieces kind of do a lot to match the banana.
Yeah, the meat and banana on its own, not good. You definitely need the rest of the burger components to really make. Honestly, I think what saves it is the bacon, because it throws that enough saltiness in there to overcome the sweetness of the banana. Because the sweet banana and just the meat really don't mix super well.
It's so it's gelatinous and sweet.
There's a big chunk of banana.
Oh, that was a burnt banana piece. Very bitter.
But all in all, I would say this is a decent winner. I wouldn't recommend going and probably making this on your own, but
It's edible.
it's edible.
I mean, if I were hungry, which I am.
It does help that this is probably going to be my dinner.
Oh, wow. That piece just was banana and ketchup.
Oh.
That was not good.
Well, we've kind of torn this apart. We've really tested it from all angles.
Yeah, the bun did not turn out well.
Yeah, the bun was definitely hurt by the fact that the yeast didn't want to do its thing.
Dense.
It's a tad dense, but all in all, this was a pretty good meal, I'll say.
Better than I expected it to be.
Well, thank you for watching another episode. Thank you for joining us for dinner. I'm going to finish this off camera. I hope you have a good one.
Brian was very nice in his review. The flavor wasn't bad, but it was texturally unpleasant. There were lots of things that went wrong in this episode, but I don't know if I'd want to try making this one again. I definitely could make it look better, but I don't know if there's a way to salvage the patty and follow the game recipe at the same time. Let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions, if you'd like to see us try this again in a future episode, or if you try to make your own at home. Share the love around the internet and go check out Precious Core's banana bread roll recipe linked in the description below. You'll never know if you can until you try, so go ahead and click start. Until next time, gamers, this is Mookie, logging out.